Okay, camera's on. Say hi to everybody at home.
Hi.
Hi, guys. So we'll just start with our Pilates stance. Toes apart, heels together. Inner thighs tight, quads are on, pulling kneecaps up to hips. Bolting your hips together. And so instead of Frankenstein bolts on the sides of your neck, pop them off and stick them on the sides of your glutes. So think perky. Mwah. So pull the glutes together and up the body. So you don't want to tuck them under, but pull them up for this part. Pull navel to spine, spine to navel. Pull torso up tall. Back X is on, scapula down to opposite hip pocket, and scapula down to opposite hip pocket. And to borrow from Margaret over in yoga, my yoga instructor, tuck your angel wings down. So I was talking about attitude, and she talks about tucking your angel wings down your back. And that just sets your back on, gets you aware that your posterior chain is there. Hands come up. We're going to come up onto our toes and balance. Now as you draw your heels towards each other, and then come back down. Come up, heels towards each other. Good, that's just better alignment on the feet. And come down, and come back up. Good, and down, and come back up. Good, and down. Now feet parallel. When you roll up, these are our big toes. We want our big toe metatarsals to be grounded. So come up onto big toe metatarsals. That way you don't roll out towards those pinkies. And then back down. And come up, back X, front X. Nice. And come down. Good. And focus on when you come down not to ever lean back. Come up. Take it down, but don't lean back. And again, come up. Good, and come down. We're gonna put black cushions on the edge. So, John, there's one right behind you. And we're gonna put them on the edge here. Lois, I'm gonna keep you light on your weight till I know how your body does.
Okay.
How are you feeling today? Okay. I'm gonna go get a little bit more weight. Okay, so sit bones are here and toes are here, heels together. So toes are on the bar. Did you guys met? Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I introduce people over and over, and other times I forget to introduce. And by the way, Lois, this is everybody at home. Everybody at home, this is Lois and John. We've seen you quite a bit. Yay. Shoulders open, knees are apart, heels together. The basic rule is that your knees follow your second and third toe. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, press down and control up. Good, and press down. How did Friday go for you?
Good.
Good. Yeah.
You know, I was in the intermediate class, though. That's what they kind of said.
You were in level 2. This is a level 1. 10 o'clock's a level 2. But you're ready.
That was, yeah, it was a little more than I'm used to, but hey.
This one's
I
mellow.
made it through it. I'm still alive.
Yes. Toes go together, ankles together, knees together. Good. Sit up as tall as you can. Press down and grow tall. Velcro your head to the ceiling and don't let it shrink as your knees come up. Keep it there, nice and tall. Good. And think about your sit bones tight. Glutes on. Good. Feel your abs as the femur bones leave your body and come back up. It's a lever through those abs. And then after 8, we'll go heels on, ankles together, knees together, shoulders open. John, scoot forward a little bit more, and Lois, scoot forward a little bit more. Good. Use your heels, toes together. Use your glutes and press the bar away. Straighten with your glutes and come back up. Like it's going to launch you.
It's like, yeah.
Glutes.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to fall off of it.
Or push myself onto the thing.
Yeah. It's right on the edge. That makes everything here work much harder. Good. Toes go on. Heels are high. So we're standing on our tippy toes. This is called a high half toe. Press down, keeping the heels up high, and come back up. And don't let your body lean back at all. So heels high, work those abs. John, more pressure on your right sit bone. So just a skoge. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
So you want equal pressure on both those sit bones. You seem equal. Good.
It's amazing how much the body compensates.
I know. After 8, bring your knees halfway down and hold. So your knees are directly out from your hips and your quad becomes a tabletop. Without your quad moving, pull your toes up. So you're pulling the bar up and pushing the bar away. This is coming from your ankle joints.
I'm not sure.
So look at your knees, hold them still, and just push the bar away with your tippy toes. What's that?
Flexing at the ankle.
Yeah, flexing at the ankles. So I think stiletto high heels. John, you'd have to give me one for you. And then pull all the way up. Push away and pull all the way up. I think Naomi's over there gassing us up. I'm gonna light a candle. And I want you to do about 5 more. So you can take a rest and do about 5 more. Here you go, honey. And your quads will be burning as your ankles are working. Good. From there, come up into standing. I'm gonna match you guys on this one. So you're still staying with the 2 centers on 3. And you're gonna take your cushion and you're gonna fold it 4 ways. So just make it into a taco and fold it again. Then you're gonna go long ways. This is a knee cushion. I'm gonna put my knee underneath the chair. So my knee's underneath the chair. So tuck it underneath. So go underneath a little bit more. See, I'm hiding my knee underneath the chair a little bit. There you go. Now look at your ankle. Straighten it up. Push away, touch the bottom. So John and I are gonna be able to touch Lois, but you're not gonna be able to touch.
Maybe that's because I had my foot under there.
And we're gonna do 12 of these. So watch your ankle. How smooth can you make it work? Press away. So look down, looking at the ankle. Does that make sense, John?
Yeah.
And when the bar comes up, let it stretch you. When you hit 12, bring it up. Same setup. That cushion's kind of near the center because we don't want our knee too far out. Go underneath. Stack your joints. So it feels funky. And push away and come up. So push all the way tippy toes. Watching that angle, make it work smooth and smooth. We're creating correct patterns. And it might be back in our junior high days, we twisted our ankle and we have a little whoop. But if we start correcting it, and we become strong in the correct patterns, we won't have those injuries. Good. You're gonna go back to the original movement here, and now that you know how to flex your ankles, you know that they're working. Once you're here, you can go, I'm gonna do both at the same time. Push both away and come up. Push both away and come up. Feel the difference now? Now don't let the ankles do anything but straight on. 5 more. You're trying to smooth them out. We'll give our quads a break. Then we'll go heels out. Stand up as tall as you can. Push down with the glutes. Sitting up tall, pull torso, chest is open, and then draw back up. And the body stays still. Going to 8. Then after 8, toes go on, heels are up high. This is a high half toe. In a second position, come up. And as you come up, don't let it push you back. Stay forward and press down. Use your abs, your inner thighs, pushing the knees out. And then heels will go shoulder width apart. So heels on, shoulder width apart, knees together. This is that medial rotation of the femur bone. So when we rotate the femur bone in and we squeeze, it peels us open in the sacroiliac. So squeezing knees, press down, and then come back up. Go a little closer in because your shoulders are little. There you go. Did you bring the fly with you?
No, they let me go.
Where this guy came from. Go away. The other day we had like 20 of them in here. I bought something special just for them.
That's a little surprise.
Yes, it's a tennis racket. But it gives them a little zing. Arches go on. It should be here tomorrow. So go arches together, ankles together, knees together, and go right on your arch. Yeah. Now think about your foot as a bird on a wire and bend the foot around. Push the heel below. So go more on your arch, right? Bring your feet forward a little bit more. Right there. Press down and use your abs to come back up. First class with me.
Yeah. Hope I make it through.
You will. Right, John?
Oh, yeah.
I'm nice to this class.
Survive. You are?
Yeah. I'm not nice to 8 or 9s. 10, I'm okay. This one, I'm usually pretty nice. Okay, we're going to change the spring to change it all. And so what we're going to do is one center spring on 3 and take the other one off. So, Lois, anytime you change the spring, you want to either squat down or kneel down.
Okay.
And then we're going to take it, and see I bumped it here? And that makes it really easy to take that off.
Okay. So what was
This is a center on 3, so one center, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It's the third cactus up.
Okay, this one side. Okay.
Yeah, and this is outsides. So insides and outsides.
Got it.
Okay, and you're going to do the same exact move with arches, and this is going to be more abs. Be ready for it. There's no arches go on. Go ahead, knees together. Down and up, use the abs to pull back up. Grow tall, push to your right ear a little bit. There you go. You have a tilt. You feel the difference? Can you feel your abs, John?
Yeah, it's almost easy just because I'm not feeling like I'm being pushed. Counter work, I guess.
You feel abs? We'll do one last one after 8. Toes on the bar, heels together, releve, so lift the heels up, good heels together, and do the same move. Now you can bring your arms out in front of you, and down and pull up, down and pull up, down and pull up, down and pull up. Good, 5 more. More abs. John, a little bit more.
My abs are almost always engaged.
Okay.
With the weight on,
Either way.
it makes me pull a little harder, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes when I take the spring weight off like this, people are like, whoa, my abs. I'm like, there you have it. Okay. So we're going to bring it around and we're going to go 2 centers on 3 again, and we'll do our balance work. Do you always want to squat down or kneel down? You can always use a kneeling cushion too if you're.
So put another one on, you said?
Yeah, put another center on. Okay. And what we're going to do is go toes, and it's fine up there. I just drew mine down. Feet are right underneath your lungs or right underneath your sit bones. And bring the left foot up to balance. Okay, hands are out wherever you need balance, back X, front X, pelvic floor. And we're going to press down and control the up. It's going to try to push you around.
Okay.
The smaller you are, the more push it gives. There you go. And 8 of these. Inhale on the up, exhale on the down. Play with that, the abs again. Rolling up the abs, rolling down the abs. Good. And now we were in the last class talking about texture. It was last class. When you press down and you come up through that hip flexor. So you push down, pushing down is pretty easy, and you come up, it wants to do this. And we want is that smooth texture of the muscle. So we're going to do 4 more, but feel the texture as you're moving. Feel the texture. Good. Good. And switch legs. Do you feel the difference when you're thinking about texture?
Yeah.
John, could you feel it?
It's a lot of work.
Good. Good. We don't want any lazy legs. Definitely don't want any lazy hip flexors.
Lazy leg, lazy hip, lazy glutes, lazy core, lazy
Everything on.
So
Yeah.
I put my toes on this, right?
Yes. Yeah. Toes and metatarsals, so those little bones. Down and up for 8. And good. And slow on the way up. You can feel texture. Since we did 8 plus 4, we'll go ahead and just do the 12 on this side. But feel the texture the whole time. Shoulders are down. You're strong and you're fierce. Your eye gaze pulls you up. Good. Smooth and smooth. John was counting them. He hit 12.
Oh, good.
So now we're going to do.
What I do is when I breathe out, I count the number.
Oh.
So in 1, out 1, in 2, out 2.
Oh.
And I
I'm
kind
so
of keep
concentrating on what I'm
On the
doing.
move. In the room, normally there's a counter.
Okay.
And you'll learn who they are. And if you don't want to count because you're so concentrated, you'll just kind of lean on their count.
Okay.
We're going to be alternating. So when you move the bar, keep the body upright, feel the texture. Now when I take the foot off, I come straight down. What you don't want to have happen is this. I'm over-exaggerating it. But,
or leaning back
yeah.
and forth as you're...
Right, you can't do this. This is when your hip flexors don't want to work, this is a lot of weight. When your hip flexors don't want to work, it looks like this. And now I'm just using my weight to push the bar down. But to work the hip flexor, I stay up and press down and control up. So I talk about cookie sheets. Get your whole body against that cookie sheet behind you. Feel your attitude. Down, for 1, up and switch with that foot coming straight off. Nice. 5 alternating, so there's 10 altogether. This is all about core and balance. Strong hip flexors. Good attitude. Nice, chest is open. Bolts on, pelvic floor. Good, nice texture, John. Did you feel the texture coming up? Feeling that texture. So that texture you want to slow and smooth on the way up. There you go. Yes. Perfect. So there's usually a counter in the room. When there's not a counter, it means people do like 20. We're going to step onto it and lift up. So I think you guys are both okay with this weight, but let's give it a try. So this is harder, hands towards you. This is easier, hands away. You always start from the floor, bring the pedal down, toes apart, heels together. And then what you're going to do is use your abs to pull up and back down. And then once you have your balance, you're going to tuck your head and really round the spine.
Flat or heels high?
Heels high.
And then
Yeah.
what now?
You use your abs and lift up.
Oh.
There you go. 12 of these. And your goal is not to touch bottom. To hover bottom when you can. Just hover and come right back up. Nice. Inhale on the down. Exhale as you come up. Nice shake, you guys. Both you got it going on. Yay. Mission accomplished. Nice. Step down slowly to the floor. And let's go feet parallel, toes against the lip. And we're going to do press downs. So with the toes against the lip here, I want you to come up onto your toes and balance. Then come back down, angel arms up. Just like you're making an angel arm. Shoulders down, pull your tail between your legs. So instead of being perky glutes, we're pulling tail. We're gonna lean forward. I want you to lean forward on those toes and feel your core working. Hands come to bar, tuck the chin. Good, round the spine. I really want you to push that spine up to the ceiling, mad cat. Press down. Good, stretching out those hamstrings, straight legs. Good stretch. Now right here, use your abs. Feel the texture as you come up. Stay towards your toes. Angel arms up. Feel the core. Do you guys feel it? Okay. Lean forward. Right here, feel your core. Reach forward, dive. Feel the core. Bend. Hands come to bar. Press down with your abs. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, come up. Stay toward your toes. Right when you lift those hands off, ton of core. Hands come out to the side, end up, and round down. So dive forward. So go. There you go. Forward. 12 of these. Nice, shoulders down, dive forward. You want weight on your feet, tail between the legs, pressing down. Really stretch deep into it. Come back up. Good. Oop, and dive forward. Dive. When we do angel arms, we're creating new patterns in the brain So be really conscious how smooth your angel arms are and how much your scapula is pulling down your back. And that there's equalness. What number is this one, John? Okay, halfway there, straight legs. Tail between the legs. Bend. It should feel lovely. Was that the word you were thinking, Lois? This feels lovely. Was it awkward? Was awkward the word?
I'm not sure what the word was, but that wasn't it.
John, do you have a word?
Not really, no, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, that's maybe shaky.
Shaky. And love being on our nervous system and our core. Good. Snow angel, as your snow angel, feel the pressure. Good. Dive forward. That's okay. Shoulders down, rounding spine. Nice. With the snow angel arms, 12 is a lot.
Like doing little sun salutations a little.
Right, yeah. Well, and the more you do them, the thicker you get into it. So something to think about is when your arms go up, if I were to push on your arms, your snow angel arms, and I push on your arms, you have to feel me pushing you. So the snow angel arms become work. And at first you're like, okay, snow angel arms and dive forward. But then it becomes, feel the pressure and the growing strength. Feel the shoulders dropping instead of here, bending forward. But all that comes with time and doing it. And we create the trails through the forest. Have you heard about the trails through the forest? John, you've heard me talk about, we first do a trail in the forest. My friend Tom Steen would build trails for us to mountain bike and run on. And he'd go through, him and mainly him, but his wife too, would tie ribbons in the trees. And so to follow the trail, you're just following the ribbons in the trees, and then became a trail, and it became a nice single track. And that single track became then an ATV trail, and the ATV trail became a road. And in our minds, the more that we do something, do it and do it. First it's just like, where is it going? Where am I? And then all of a sudden the muscle and the mind create a nice single track and like a freeway where things, patterns of movement become like freeways in the brain. So then we go to do a side bend. It's not like, where do you want me? It's like, side bend, here. And that just takes a while to build those dendrites in the brain to the muscles. And if you watch people, when they get older, you'll say left hand, and they can't do this. They go, okay, she said left, she said hand, left hand, because they've lost the connection to hand, muscle, brain. I mean, I can say some people left hand and they're already raising their left hand. Other people are going left, hand, lift. So that's creating those pathways in the brain. Okay, what we're gonna do now is bring the box out and set it 1 inch away from the lip. Go right there. And then we're gonna sit on the box and work our triceps. And each time you hit the bottom, and not the bottom of the chair, but the bottom of your straight arm, I want you to show it off. So knees are together tight, press down. And John, we can add more on too, just to get a feel for it. And chest open, and bend the elbows. Good, and shoulders down, and press. Now, pull your torso as tall as you can, so much that it's shaking. That you're pulling the torso right out of those hips. And each time you hit the bottom, show it off. Inhale as you bend, Exhale as you press down. How's that weight, Lois? Is it okay? Okay, 12 to 18. John, do you need more? Does that feel good?
About right with my shoulders, yeah.
Okay, just feel it peeling you open. Peel, open, peel, peel, peel. And press. Grow tall. Peel, shoulders down. Angel wings tucked in your back pockets. Knees together tight. Exhale as you press down. Pause the bottom and really create a nice line in the triceps. Shoulders down, shoulders, there it is. I'm sure you've never heard that before.
Right.
Shoulders down, shoulders down. Because you want the shoulder to stay down the whole time and never lift up. You want to keep it down the whole time. Okay, we're gonna take one spring off. We'll keep playing with it. Okay, you just took half the weight off, so be ready for it because you could fall. So I don't want you to fall. We're gonna push the bar down and lift the legs up into tabletop and balance. Good, scoot forward a little bit this way. There you go. And lift legs. Good. Now without your body moving, straighten your arms. So John, move your booty forward. There you go. Press down and bend. It's balance. Keep playing with it.
And then you're supposed to do the arms wider there.
Bend the elbows and press.
Keep doing that.
It doesn't matter. See how the core is working? Yeah. This is called a control balance move. Because if you push it around, they'll push you around. Shoulders down. Good. And I'm making your nervous system go blah, blah. Okay, add the outside spring, or add the inside spring back on 3, so we'll have 2 center springs on 3. And we'll go back to tricep intensive, but feet on floor. Ankles together.
Now say that again.
Okay, ankles together, feet on floor, shoulders down. Where'd my bar go? There it is. Now watch my shoulders, they stay. There you go. Bend the elbows and press down, pause. And bend shoulders down and press. So you're feeling the stretch on the way up and the work on the way down, pause the bottom. Good. Knees together tight, pull torso right up out of those hips. Feel your abs. Good. Shoulders down. Got everything shaking. This is good. How are we doing, Lois? Is it okay? John, you're doing good? Okay. So from there, come back around and take one of your springs off. And then we'll put the boxes back underneath, and the general rule is to go towards the front door when you go. So you walk towards the front door side, and then put it underneath the Cadillac. Okay. We're going to have our hip right on the edge. Let me put a cushion on this one. I'm going to double up this machine and John's machine. They're super hard on top. So if you need a double cushion, feel it and see it, because you're going to put your hip right there. Does that feel okay? Okay. So our cushions are going to go towards the pedal side. Our hips can be right on the edge. Move my mic here. So my hip is right at the edge. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any leverage. And then you can bring a hand forward. And then my legs are actually just gripping the sides of the mat here. And then your hand is slightly forward. We're gonna go up and over and come up. If that freaks you out, you can hold on to the machine and go up and over, holding on to the front edge and come up. Good, come around. Yeah. I'll bring this hip forward a tiny bit more. Good. Straight legs. There you go. Keep this hip even more forward. John, you're nailing it. So John, to make it a little harder, lift your right leg.
It's caught me inflation in the
Okay, okay. Go head up, nice and tall. So lift your chin and look up here. There. Bending, coming up, bending. There you go. After 12, we'll flip to the other hip. Got it, looks good. So you've done these with Amber, the side bends. Okay, Lois, switch to the other side. I think you got about 20 in. Did you count them? You weren't.
No, I was not looking at John because I was
Concentrating.
I was hoping that John was counting, and he probably was. I couldn't see him.
Go hip right here.
Oh.
Right up there. Good, John. Great articulation and bend. Good, good, good. John, you get to bring your left hip forward 1/2 inch. There you go.
Now is this right?
Straight legs, yes. Now lift your head like you're in a toaster slot and you don't want to burn your nose. So head right against, pull back here, lengthen, there. Hip forward, I'm going to crank on you a little bit, right there. So we never want to tilt the hip back to get more bend. We want the bend to come from our waist. Bend and crunch on the way up. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yes! See how the hip wants to go back though? Don't let it. Pull, keep it forward. Do 3. Yeah, do a couple more. Keep that hip forward. Yeah, see how it wants to lean back?
Yep.
The body trying to compensate too. It's pulling back that way to try to keep everything in.
And it wants to, because sometimes we see these moves, like you've got this huge arch down and coming back up, and then someone little might see yours and go, well, he's going way up there, and so then the hip might open so they can get a little bit more. But I want the hip closed to work on that stretch. But that was really good.
More in. I was not doing it more out.
Hips, this will try to open like this, and this is wrong. So you're
Okay.
pushing this hip forward. And what will happen is we come up here into this crunch, and we're thinking, well, John's way up there. Well, if I do this, I can get up there more. And so the hip will roll, and we don't want it to roll. No, no rolling. Okay, swan. So John, I think I'm going to have you go. Let me just switch it for you. It's easier. I'm going to go 3 and 1 for you. At home, most of you guys are going to be 3 and 1. Lois is really small, so I'm going to have her go 2 and 1. I'm actually going to go 1 and 1. Okay, but with the swan, we're going to use the Cadillac to help. So our pubic bone's going to be here, and our hands are here. So just as you need to, but what it will look like is we're going to come forward till our navel's off, or this way. So pubic bone's on, belly button's off. So wiggle all the way forward till belly button's off.
Hip flexors are on, or hips are on?
Hips are on, yeah. Okay, now from there, push to the crown of your head and come down to one straight line. So you're straight, and just hold and stabilize and feel the spine working. You guys feel the spine together with the abs? Can you feel it, Lois? No spine?
The abs then?
Yeah, abs and spine together.
The abs and a little in the back.
Yeah, so squeezing that pull tail between the legs. Round down, pull rib cage to ceiling as you press down. So rib cage up to ceiling. Good, good. And then come all the way up and extend, drop shoulders down. No wrinkles in the back of the neck. Pull rib cage in and press down. And control up, slide the shoulders down. Almost like you're pulling the bar down, like pushing it down into the machine even more. Rib cage up, up, up. Rib cage up as you go down. So right here, let's watch my ribs in. There, good. And come up. Sorry about Naomi's gas today. For you guys at home, it's your advantage. You don't smell the puppy. And press down. And come up. Rib cage in as you go down. Good, and come up, and I want you to do 3 more. Good, round as you go down. And come up. And round as you go down. And come back up. Okay, take a break for a second, just push back onto your knees. I'm gonna show you one more, and this one's yeah. I know. It's kind of a hard one to do. Okay, so the next one is a true swan. And so you're just keeping everything nice and tight, like you're the bottom of a rocking chair. Just put that over there for a second. My belly button is off. So I'm going to tighten everything up. So my glutes are on, my hamstrings are on, my lower back is on, but I'm not sinking. This is a sinking lower back. I'm pulling tail between the legs. So as I push down, my legs lift up. And as I come up, my legs go down. But it doesn't look like this. You want to have the whole thing working together. So you stay at the bottom of that rocking chair. And you rock it. But this takes some balance for sure. John, adjust as you need to. Yes, pubic bone's forward, belly button's off. So let's come forward even more. And we're playing with balance again. Stay the bottom of the rocking chair. So as your body goes down, lift the legs, good. Lift the legs with you. And so you should be feeling abs and back, but pulling tail between the legs. You feel it? So now scoot yourself back.
Scoot myself back again.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There you go.
Okay.
And you can push up onto your hands. So we have to work side bodies, twisting, forward bends, obliques, backs. So in Pilates you have these ranges to the side, you have the diagonals, you have the twist, and you have back, and you have forward. So you kind of put all these planes together and keep playing with them until your body becomes, you can move any which direction you need to. In case we're trying to reach something up high or something out of the backseat of the car, that we're not like, oh, I can't get that out of the backseat of the car because my shoulder won't go there or my back won't go there. And we keep working these directions. So you feel it, right, John?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you feel your back on, too? And if your back gets sore, so when we work extension work and we extend here, I never let go here. Because if I let go here, my back arches too much. And then my spine process, you have your vertebrae here, and at the center of the back are the two processes. If I sink and let my abs go, those touch and people get fractures from like too much yoga. It can give you fractures back there. Or gymnasts or cheerleaders, because they have this position here. But if we keep this tight and I pull my tail between my legs and go back, my spine is long and never short. Long.
Tight, your abs tight, and you don't have that chance to flex.
Right, and you can feel it. Come up in the standing on the floor. And we'll stretch after this one. And take your hands, let's put them on your sacrum here. And then arch back and let your belly pooch. Okay, and that's a short back. That's spine processes trying to touch each other. Now come back up front. I'll go to diagonal. Pull tail between the legs. Lengthen. Abs on and extend. Feel how much length there is here now? Your hands aren't crowded. Try it again. Belly pooches. Good. See how the hands are crowded? You feel it?
It feels like a whole half an inch difference or something.
Yeah.
Inch.
Think about how much for those spine processes though.
Yeah.
Pull tail between the leg, pull torso, and now lean back. And everything's tight. Good. And bring it forward. So this is all about where our pelvis is and working with those. So
The other one would be if you're doing like that. Where you're,
extending back. Yeah.
oh, okay. And then shorter. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you don't want, if I stay, this is my natural form. It's kind of like a super scooper cheerleader posture. But that my lower back hurt all the time. So I have to really pull. Well, watch my hips too. I narrow my hips, I pull my tail, I pull torso, and then I extend. And then so I'm not in my lower back. So, because you have flexibility back there. But that's why you want to really support it, is get into this. Okay, so we'll go on to stretching, and this is the only time I will let you stand on the lip. This is usually a total no-no, you can never stand here. But because you're so little, to get your foot up here, you're probably gonna have to stand on the lip. John, you're gonna be way, way back here. And we're going into pigeon. Pigeon on the chair. Yes. Yes. And then hips are straight forward. There you go.
Oh, okay, I see.
Will it work?
Above.
Let me do this. Come on down, John. Stay.
I'm below the knee. You're above.
Come on down to the floor just for a moment. Do it again. And John, go back into it. John, do you have a tighter side than the other? One side's
Left is always pretty tight.
okay. This is perfect then. Hips are always here and never here. So we want to keep our hips straight forward. You got it. Yes. Now push your heel away from you. There. Oh yeah. That's it. That's the face. That's perfect. And switch. You gotta love Pilates. Isn't it fun?
I know, I really like it.
It saves me. And John, do you practice yoga every morning?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm up to a pretty good routine right now. Incorporates a little bit of Pilates work, a little of the 5 sacred Buddhist rites,
Oh, cool.
and then like about standing, sitting, a bunch of other different stuff. It's pretty complete, I guess. And
Sweet.
this helps out because I'm getting kind of lazy in my practice.
This polishes up those little edges like, oh,
Uh-huh.
or makes more of an edge.
Well, it just shows me where I could do a little bit deeper per se, or a little corrections.
Yes. And if you need more of a stretch, push that heel away.
This one's easier than
Take this heel, push it away.
this one.
Yeah. Take your left hip, come forward more. Yes. Well, what happens is you start to relax and then you got to kind of get back into it again. Bring it down. We'll bring the foot bar down. And drop one heel to the floor. Oh, sorry. So one heel to floor. Bring the other foot up on the bar. Good, and switch. Stretch. Are you equal in your stretches? Feel them. Bring it into that body awareness. Now you're going to grab low. Just grab down in here and just lean back. So grab, see how my fingers went around the back side? There you go. And lean back. Little traction on the thoracic spine. Heels are down. Flat back. And then round back. And flat. And round. And flat. And release. Come forward. Remember, you're standing on a spring-loaded bar. So bring one foot down and be ready to bring it up. Stand wherever you're comfortable and just roll the shoulders back for 3. Rolling back for 2. Rolling back for 1. You're going to shake everything out. Any stress off your neck, off your shoulders, off your wrists, off your knees, ankles. Good for your nervous system. One small jump. And if you want, one big jump. You guys are done. Nice work. First class with me. Say goodbye to everybody at home. Bye, guys.